One of these will set you back $300,000 to $400,000. So
when I first heard that, right, I laughed my ass off because it's like, oh, one of these will set you back $300,000, $400,000. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's house prices right now, right? So it's doable. It's doable, but for who, right? For who? Who's doing this? Who has gotten to that point where you can afford that? But again, who cares? Eventually, if this was to ever go commercial, eventually the prices would come down. It would always be expensive, I think, and the fuel that it takes and all that stuff. It's always going to be an expensive mode of transportation. But I mean, it's something. It's something, you know. We don't have a railway. We have commercial flight, and commercial flight is very expensive. Like, you know, get you whatever loan interest rate that they're talking about for a flying vehicle, low altitude flying vehicle. Would you put up the money for it? I damn sure would if they'd give me the loan for it. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trey.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Back at it with another video.
Another one.
And first and foremost, thanks to everybody that's been coming back, watching the videos, engaging in the comment section. But if y'all first timers, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm a new YouTuber and it's helping me to grow and helping me to get out there. For today's video, this is a real quick one, a short one. I've been seeing this stuff about these flying cars popping up, like, you know, people trying to get investment for flying cars and things of that nature, trying to get off the ground, all that, right? And in today's, you know, news cycle and stuff like that, I don't get to see stuff like this that often. New innovation and things. So wanted to share this with y'all in case it hasn't come across your feed. I think it's pretty cool. I don't think it's anything that's going to be like, you know, you're not going to be going to a dealership next year or whatever to get you a quadcopter flying car or whatever the case may be. But, you know, with the way that they are going about it, like, we may start seeing it within the next 10 to 20 years. And, you know, maybe before we're done, you know, yeah, we'll have some variation of this that we'll be doing. But yeah, that's my setup for it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is a video put out by Al Jazeera, by the way.
for most people, the idea of getting around on a flying car seems possible only in the distant future. But in China, that reality may not.
And it's not just China. It seems like they're doing a lot more testing, and they might be a little bit further along as far as like commercializing it, but they're also working on prototypes and researching it here.
Be so far away. The government is encouraging the growth of what it calls the low-altitude economy, aircraft that fly below 1,000 meters. This EHang electric vehicle is the first in the world to be certified by a national aviation authority for commercial use.
With the gradual popularization of low-altitude flights, this type of air taxi will become widespread. It will become a daily mode of transportation, a lifestyle to enjoy.
It takes off and lands vertically, no runway required. And in this case, no pilot. That means I can try it myself.
So this one's kind of wild, not gonna lie. Especially because the whole no pilot aspect of it. Y'all let me know in the comment section. You know, we've all heard the term like Jesus take the wheel kind of deal, but obviously no wheel in this thing. Would you let an automatic, you know, AI or essentially fly you from point to point, essentially? Like, how do you feel about that? What's your level of comfort? I would try it, but I would be nervous as fuck the first time.
The interior is simple, 2 seats and a navigation screen. The route is pre-programmed. In case of emergency, there's a button I can press to communicate with the operators on the ground, and a small fire extinguisher. But before I could ask about a parachute,
Here we go!
I was off.
Oh, we're going up. Going up. I'm
This air taxi can travel at speeds of up to 90 kilometers an hour for 130 kilometers. It's quite a view, but a little unnerving not having controls. The company says automation reduces accidents caused by human error. But if you prefer to drive,
I'll try to teach you how to fly this in less than a minute.
there are other options. The firm AirRidge is waiting for regulatory approval for its land aircraft carrier, which can be automated or controlled using a driving stick.
Before they show that thing, which does look pretty cool, I think there are obviously going to be a lot of issues with the FAA and the air traffic control, and how you airspace and all that different stuff is going to have to be worked out, because obviously there are still going to be commercial flights around and about. So yeah, but I mean, this is a step, right? This is a step. This is some pretty cool stuff, and I don't know. I'm a techie. I love new technology and things of that nature. So I try and keep my eyes whenever something new and innovative is coming out. And obviously, I think all of us have been waiting or hoping to see some sort of, flying vehicle and things of that nature. I've got family all over the States in all different pockets of the country, and it would be nice. Obviously, these would, there's nothing like this yet. But it would have been nice, or it would be nice to be able to just load up and be like, hey, you know what? It's going to take me, half a day, but I'm going to go out to Cali for the weekend to hang out with my family. And then I'll just come back, and I don't have to spend, a ridiculous amount of money to do so. Well, that's relative because of how much these things cost, but I won't spoil that yet.
The flying vehicle is stored and transported inside this van, the ground unit.
You can store it in your own personal parking space. You can drive it with your own personal passenger driving license to, say, some scenic sites, and you can charge it, use this ground unit to charge the aircraft for up to 6 times, so you can fly freely without worrying about the infrastructure.
And the cost? One of these will set you back $300,000 to $400,000. So
when I first heard that, right, I laughed my ass off, because it's like, oh, one of these will set you back $300,000, $400,000. Now, what I'm saying, that's house prices right now, right? So it's doable. It's doable, but for who, right? For who? Who's doing this? Who has gotten to that point where you can afford that? But again, who cares? Eventually, if this was to ever go commercial, eventually the prices would come down. It would always be expensive, I think, and the fuel that it takes and all that stuff. It's always going to be an expensive mode of transportation. But I mean, it's something. It's something. We don't have a railway. We have commercial flight, and commercial flight is very expensive. Like, you get you whatever loan interest rate that they're talking about for a flying vehicle, low altitude flying vehicle. Would you put up the money for it? I damn sure would if they'd give me the loan for it.
So far, EHang's biggest customers are tourism companies and governments using them for policing and firefighting. But experts say this is just the beginning. As long as you can conquer your fear of heights, the sky's the limit. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Hefei, China.
We did it. I did it.
Don't miss out.
So, like I said, this one was a short one. But yeah, I just wanted to share. Like, I didn't know they were that far along. I had been seeing like little things here and there, and it was one of those things I hadn't really seen. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Would you buy one for starters? And is that an acceptable price? We'll just go with that. Is that an acceptable price to be able to fly from one's place to another? But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. If y'all learned something, make sure you share it with your people. Keep the information going, keep the conversation flowing. And yeah, If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, new YouTuber. I'm continually trying to grow, trying to get better at this thing. But until next time, I'll holla at you.
Don't think you wanna be my enemy. I pop out, they go wild, so celebrity. Too busy winning, I forgot that I got frenemies.